What if I told you there's a dog that almost never barks in its entire life? Meet the Basenji, the unique breed known around the world as the barkless dog. But being barkless doesn't mean it's silent. Instead of barking, the Basenji produces a unique yodel-like sound unlike almost any other dog. This unusual trait may have been preserved because it allowed silent hunting in the dense forests of Africa thousands of years ago. But why do so many people compare the Basenji to a cat? The answer is far more surprising than you think. Find out in part 2. Have you ever seen a dog clean itself just like a cat? One of the Basenji's most surprising traits is that it constantly grooms its own coat. Because of this habit, it usually has far less dog odor than most other breeds. Its independent personality may make it seem like it's ignoring you, but it's actually observing everything around it. That intelligence made it one of humanity's most reliable hunting companions in Africa for thousands of years. But why is the Basenji born with those distinctive forehead wrinkles? The reason is more fascinating than you think. Find out in part 3. Did you know the Basenji's famous wrinkles aren't caused by age? They're there from birth. Those wrinkles become even more noticeable whenever the Basenji is intensely focused. During the hunt, it constantly scanned its surroundings to detect even the slightest movement. A Basenji's eyes are incredibly sensitive to movement. It often notices things long before you do. Perhaps that's why it became one of Africa's most trusted hunting companions for thousands of years. But why is the Basenji often called one of the few dogs that can climb trees? The real reason might surprise you. Find out in part 4. If you saw a dog climbing a tree, would you believe your own eyes? Thanks to its incredible agility, the Basenji is known as one of the few dog breeds capable of climbing low tree branches. In Africa's dense forests, this ability helped it spot danger long before it came too close. Its balance is so remarkable that it can move confidently across narrow surfaces. Perhaps that's why many people call the Basenji the cat in a dog's body. But why has the Basenji changed so little over thousands of years? Scientists consider it one of the oldest dog breeds alive. The real story continues in part 5. The Basenji you see today looked almost the same 5,000 years ago. Dog carvings found in ancient Egyptian tombs look remarkably similar to today's Basenji. Living in isolated regions for centuries allowed the breed to preserve many of its original traits. Scientists consider the Basenji one of the breeds that retains one of the closest genetic links to ancient dogs. Perhaps that's why when you look at a Basenji, you're not just seeing a dog, you're looking at living history. So why is such an ancient breed still misunderstood today? Once you learn the real reason, you'll never see the Basenji the same way again. Find out in part 6. Many people think the Basenji is stubborn. But what if the problem isn't the dog? For centuries, the Basenji wasn't bred to constantly follow commands. It was bred to make its own decisions. It hears your command, but first decides whether it makes sense. Once you earn its trust, it won't see you as just an owner, but as a true partner. Perhaps the secret to understanding a Basenji isn't controlling it, but building a bond with it. But why is the Basenji considered one of the cleanest dog breeds in the world? The answer might truly surprise you. Find out in part 7. Do you think it's a coincidence that one dog has remained almost unchanged for thousands of years? The Basenji's body is like a design perfected by nature over thousands of years. It wastes neither energy nor sound. Every movement has a purpose. Perhaps what makes the Basenji special isn't its appearance, but the personality it has preserved for thousands of years. That's why many people see the Basenji as more than a pet. They see it as a living piece of history. With its silence, intelligence, and thousands of years of history, the Basenji remains one of the world's most extraordinary dogs. Would you like to own one? Let us know in the comments.